The Naughty Pelican's Lesson, a tale of kindness and friendship. Once upon a time, in a beautiful coastal town called Sandy Shores, there lived a pelican named Percy. Percy was a big bird with a large yellow beak, white feathers, and long gray wings. He had bright, curious eyes and a mischievous smile. Percy loved to play pranks and often got into trouble because of his naughty behavior. Percy's best friends were a kind seagull named Sammy and a gentle dolphin named Daisy. Sammy was a small gray bird with white feathers and a soft chirp. Sammy was always polite and loved to help others. Daisy was a sleek, blue-gray dolphin with big, friendly eyes and a cheerful personality. She loved to swim and play games in the ocean. One sunny morning, Percy woke up with a naughty idea. He decided to play tricks on his friends and the other animals living in Sandy Shores. First, he spotted Sammy sitting on a rock, enjoying the morning sun. Percy quietly flew over and dropped a little splash of water on Sammy's head. Sammy chirped in surprise and looked around, but Percy had already flown away, laughing. Next, Percy saw Daisy swimming near the shore, jumping in and out of the water. He swooped down and grabbed a piece of seaweed, draping it over Daisy's head. Daisy shook her head in confusion, trying to get the seaweed off. Percy laughed again and flew away, feeling very pleased with himself. Throughout the day, Percy continued to play tricks on everyone he saw. He scared the crabs by snapping his beak near them, made funny faces at the fish, and even teased the turtles by tapping on their shells. All the animals in Sandy Shores were upset with Percy, but he didn't seem to care. He was having too much fun. As the sun began to set, Sammy and Daisy decided to talk to Percy. They knew he was their friend, but they also knew his pranks were hurting others. Sammy and Daisy met at their favorite spot, a quiet cove with soft sand and gentle waves. When Percy arrived, he was still giggling about his pranks, but Sammy and Daisy didn't laugh. Instead, Sammy spoke softly, explaining how Percy's tricks had made everyone sad and scared. Daisy nodded and told Percy how important it was to be kind and considerate to others. Percy listened, his smile fading. He hadn't realized his pranks were causing so much trouble. He thought they were just harmless fun. Feeling guilty, Percy promised to make things right. He decided to apologize to all the animals he had tricked and find a way to help them. The next morning, Percy flew around Sandy Shores, looking for the animals he had teased. He found the crabs first, hiding under some rocks. Percy landed gently and apologized for scaring them. He then used his big beak to help them gather food, making sure they had plenty to eat. Next, Percy found the fish he had teased. He swam alongside them, helping them find the best spots to hide from predators. The fish were grateful and swam around Percy in happy circles. Percy felt good knowing he had made up for his tricks. Then Percy visited the turtles. He gently tapped on their shells again, but this time it was to let them know he was there to help. Percy guided the turtles to a safe, sunny spot where they could rest and warm up. The turtles thanked Percy with a slow, grateful nod. Finally, Percy found Sammy and Daisy. He apologized for his pranks and promised to be a better friend. Sammy smiled and gave Percy a hug with his wings, and Daisy playfully splashed water at him. They were happy to have their friend back, and knew he had learned an important lesson. From that day on, Percy used his mischievous nature for good. He still loved to play and have fun, but he made sure his games were kind and considerate. Percy realized that being a good friend meant making others happy, not sad. He felt proud to be someone his friends could count on. One afternoon, a big storm rolled into Sandy Shores. The wind howled, and the waves crashed against the shore. All the animals hurried to find shelter, but Sammy got caught in the strong wind and couldn't fly to safety. Percy saw his friends struggling and quickly flew to his aid. Using his strong wings, Percy guided Sammy to a safe spot under a large rock. He stood by Sammy, shielding him from the wind and rain. Daisy, seeing her friends in trouble, swam to shore and kept watch, making sure they were safe. When the storm finally passed, the animals of Sandy Shores came out of their shelters. They saw what Percy had done and cheered for him. Percy had proven he was a true friend, willing to help others even in difficult times. Percy, Sammy, and Daisy celebrated together. They knew that their friendship was stronger than ever. Percy had learned that being kind and helpful made him feel happier than any prank ever did. He promised himself that he would always use his energy to bring joy and laughter, not fear and sadness. As the sun set over Sandy Shores, painting the sky in beautiful colors, Percy felt a warm feeling in his heart. He looked at his friends and smiled, knowing that he had found the true meaning of friendship. From that day on, Percy was known as the Pelican who always had a smile and a helping wing for everyone. Being kind and considerate to others is more rewarding than playing tricks or causing trouble. True friendship is built on trust, support, and bringing happiness to those around you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe into our channel. See you next time.